like grocery stores out there we don't want, we really don't know about
Right.
because it's more of I did this on my own type mentality, and it's like I just went to Indianapolis and I met the owner named Mr. Roberts. He's the only black owned grocery store in Indianapolis, and I just want to say after talking to him, he was a great guy. Like he helped me out, gave me a lot of information. His store was broken into.
Ooh. I mean, is it in an urban community also?
Yeah, yeah, and it was around a lot of her shops, different places like that he was around, and he was the only person in that shopping center that would do a lot of community events and different things like that. So I guess that was an easy target for him, for people to be
Kindness for weakness.
yeah. And people were like,
Vulnerable too.
and the crazy thing is, he didn't even know. He just decided to open a grocery store, and he didn't even know that he was the only black man in Indianapolis that had.
You haven't heard of it, Bert?
grocery store.
No, I haven't. And I went to high school in Indianapolis, but
Really?
yeah. And
Well, he's only been open for 2 years.
Okay.
He was long gone.
What?
Yeah.
Still goes upward.
No, I'm just saying, but he wouldn't know about it because he's not.
But no, it's wild because after, like I said, when I was growing up in the 80s and I was growing in the 90s, but 70s and 80s, these what you call now, we call them gas stations now, that are owned by like Middle Easterners. Blacks own corner stores in our communities. Like we would walk down to the corner store, get penny candy, and these were all black owned stores. And this has just changed after crack. Like crack, people don't realize how much crack devastated our communities, but it depleted our communities. And then people with the crack wave, the crime, blacks moved out and allowed others to move in, and it also took away like our sense of pride in self and our pride in our community. So what you're doing is extremely, extremely tremendous.
Thank you.
It's extremely tremendous, and for someone so young,
Yeah.
it's inspiring.
Thank
So your goal for this store is what?
This would be the first, mostly 90% organic grocery store.
Oh, okay. You're gonna make it organic also?
Yeah.
So organic. Explain to people that don't necessarily know what organic means, because when we think of organic, we just think of Whole Foods.
Trader Joe's.
It's Trader
Right.
Joe's. So
Well,
explain, okay.
organic is more of like foods that don't have GMO in it, that don't have like artificial flavors and different things like it. It's better for you.
Gluten free.
Yep, gluten free, different things like that. But of course, we're going to have like the grocery stores. I'm just not going to put a grocery store in the Russell neighborhood. Like it's going to be food education around that.
Okay.
So making sure that we're really involved in the community, pushing the healthier type mentality to the community, and showing them how to cook produce, because a lot of us, myself, I used to buy produce and not know what to do with it. I'd be like, I'm about to go on this diet and for 20 days, New Year's resolution, I'm about to get all this fruit, and then I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do with this? And it sits there and go bad for days.
Yeah.
So it's time to really start pushing that education and understanding food security, because right now it's inhumane.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just did like a small documented series that's going to come out soon, and we was just it's called The Way We Eat.
Okay.
And we was out in the community, and we went to Family Dollar because it's
Right.
Family Dollar,
Family
Dollar
Dollar.
General. Family Dollar and Dollar Generals are like the grocery stores in the hood now, right?
Family
Yeah.
Dollars, Family Dollars.
And they specialize in hot Cheetos.
And I was looking at this. What caught my eye was this mother who had 2 kids, and she had a stroller. And it was around Christmas time, and she was looking for a Christmas tree and stuff like that. And it was so aggravating to see how she couldn't get around. Like she couldn't get around her stroller.
So she was fighting with the stroller, trying to take care of the
Trying
kids.
to take care of the kids, and there was stuff in the middle of the aisle, and all types of stuff. And I went to ask the manager. I didn't even, what's funny is like we got to go in and like video the store,
Oh,
like
okay, they let
how
you
it
video?
looked.
Hey, Family Dollar?
Yeah, And I went to go talk to the manager, and I said, "Do you mind if we do this?" And he was like, I don't care. And it was just like, I would be like,
I'd be like, nah, y'all, that's like inviting somebody into your house.
Because look, they're proud of these stores. Like they don't think there's anything wrong with these stores in our community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just, it touched my heart more of her because it was like, this is the only grocery store I can go to, because if I get on the bus, public transportation, you guys, is terrible too.
Plus, they raise the rates. Yeah, they raise the rates up too.
Yeah,
and it's terrible. You have to transfer buses and connect buses and
and if she was to catch the bus to go to Kroger's or anything like that, it would take her a full hour to get her groceries. So it's, I don't know, you guys. It's just more of like,
more of the same.
It's this dysfunctional.
Yeah, plus, if you go to Family Dollars, anywhere else, you'll see that they still have boxes all in the middle of the floors and stuff like that. So I'm just only imagining how she had to maneuver around the store to get exactly what
and
she was looking for.
then you think about senior citizens that have to go through that, and people who are disabled that have to walk into those stores, and it's
So let's just talk about culturally how we eat bad. So culturally, like, we eat bad. And let's just say what it is, right?
Right.
Soul food is slave food. Mm-hmm. And let's just keep it real. Like, the food that we were given on the plantation was food that was left over that wasn't healthy, and food that our white slave masters wouldn't eat and knew better to eat, right? Yeah. So those chitlins, those hog maws, all that stuff that we have deemed now to be salty, tasty, flavory delicacies.
Lord, you did a whole commercial.
But they are killing you. So it's like, look, I saw Dr. Umar say one time, Dr. Umar Johnson say that it's crazy, like, we can go to a funeral, right? As black people, we can go to a funeral and say a black person has died from diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, whatever, right? Most likely that came from the diet. So we've eaten fried foods, we've eaten unhealthy foods, right? So we go to the funeral and mourn this person has died early from eating unhealthy, right? And at the funeral we got fried chicken, and after the funeral we go and eat. So we're eating the same slave food that just put homie in the coffin,
right?
And we're continuing the cycle. But we've been cultured into eating that. And someone like yourself is now bringing education to the community that these things that we love so much or taste so good aren't always healthy for you.
Right. And, there's nothing wrong with moderation.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, as long as we stop, if we can learn how to balance how we eat. And we have to be able to, like, understand that a lot of stuff that we grew up on for decades, we have to understand that, like you said, it's not good for us.
Good for you.
It's so many health complications from that. Pork, you guys, is one of the worst meats.
Yeah.
Because it has cancer in it. Like, it's,
Yeah.
But we don't stop eating bacon.
Man,
eat turkey bacon.
Look, hey, let me tell you a crazy story. Look, my daughter, she's now 24. She was 8 years old. And we were riding on, I think, 71, I-71 in Louisville. So if you're not from Louisville, there's a what's the name of the packing place here? There's Swift packing place, and Swift is a pork packing place. Mm-hmm. So we're on the highway. We get off at Zorn on 71, and if you live in Louisville, you've had that pig truck pull up beside you. So there's a semi truck with a trailer on the back, and it's full of pigs, right? Mm-hmm. So the truck pulls beside you, and if it's beside you, especially in front of you, you get this whiff of pig juice. And you get this whiff of pig juice, and it lingers around it gets in your car, it lingers around. My daughter was 8 years old, and she smelled that. We're behind the truck. She said, "Daddy, what is that?" I said, that's pig. I said, "It's a pig. That's where your bacon, sausage, hot dog." From that day on, I didn't say from that day on, she wouldn't eat hot dogs, bologna.
Man. But you know what? That's what kids need to hear. Like, that's what they need to hear. And I was watching a documentary where I can't remember what it was, but it was in the country where they have those factories where they kill the pigs and the smell and in the factory and all that stuff, and the people the community that had lived out there, they were like pushing the government to stop it, because I don't want to come out my house and have that horrible smell from y'all slaughtering
pigs.
I think they tried to do that too with Swift.
It didn't work.
I think Swift making too. Anyway, have you got any pushback from the community as far as opening this grocery store?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Like backlash?
Oh no. Well, more so is, if
more eager to want to help you get this
more eager, but a lot of them was just more of like, her prices are too high and I'm gonna continue to go to Kroger's.
And you're not even open yet. The projected date is 2021, right?
Yeah. And it was just more so because I believe the last black-owned grocery store that was here, they were complaining about the prices.
What was the name of the last black-owned grocery store? Do you know?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
It's called, is it Sisters Meat and Market?
Or are they closed?
Yeah.
18th and Algonquin. They're closed already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, let me say this.
And that was black-owned?
Yeah. They tried to get me to come in and do like a Black Saturdays in there, and I never made it. But the thing was that this is the thing. Shout out to Sisters, because
I've heard good things about them.
They tried, right?
They tried.
And the thing was, which this is a great segue, but the thing was that they weren't able to function on a high level based on funding. When I went into the grocery store, they didn't have many options, and the shelves were pretty much empty because they were trying to do this themselves, and they didn't really have the funding, which leads us into you. Now, you were trying to raise $1 million to fund this store, correct?
Well, not raise, because I'm working with Louisville Forward.
Okay.
And I'm working with SBA.
Okay, Small Business Association. Okay.
And then I'm also going to do a fundraiser, different, but it won't be just like, give me all your money. And, it's more of, I really want people to see how much it's going to impact our community. So, working with different type of ways that, I can raise the money. And I do have a big surprise, but I can't say it right now.
Okay.
Because I have like this huge partnership that's coming. But it is coming, I'm going to be making an announcement in March.
Okay.
But, so that's...
She done partnered up with the Urban... No.
But she is working with the Urban League. Shout out to Sadiqa.
That's what I was about to say. So have like the Urban League and other resources reached out to you?
Oh, yeah, and Ms. Shadikra, she's actually the first person, not really the first person, but basically like the second or third person that I talked to about the grocery store.
That's my girl. Shout out to Sadiqa.
And she was nothing but supportive, and she, trying to figure out ways that, we could work together and different things like that, with her doing the track and different things like that. So I could really see that collaboration being very powerful. Like two black women, doing great things in the community.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We need more of it. As far as location, what made you choose that particular location?
Well, I gained a lot of relationships, and one of the relationships I have, I don't know if y'all heard of New Roots.
I haven't. So New Roots is a Louisville organization?
Yeah, it's a nonprofit. They help low-income families, provide them with fresh produce from local farmers. And shout out to Miss Karen. She's amazing. She's all about her community. And one of the agents from a real estate had contacted her and asked her about opening a grocery store. And she was like, no, she liked the way she was doing it, just doing pop-up markets and connecting with farmer markets and stuff. And I got the call, and he was like, I heard that you want to open a grocery store. And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, I have a location for you. So I'm like, wow, okay. So I got to meet him and the landlord, and I, gave them my pitch, and there it was.
So I'm thinking 3044 Broadway. I'm drawing a blank. So is that underneath the viaduct? Is that the building underneath the viaduct?
Yes, underneath the viaduct. But is there like a Family Dollar?
There was a Family Dollar there in a little strip mall.
It's under.
It's
the
past the
viaduct.
viaduct.
Right.
No, it was one. I think it was one right
two.
before.
It's
it
closed
was one right
now.
before the viaduct. I think it was closing. And I think as you go under the viaduct,
There's
there's
another
a
one.
store and Family.
Yeah.
So I think it's around the
right
same
across
area.
the street.
So if we're coming up Broadway,
I tell you.
Before we get to the viaduct, right? Are you on the left or right?
I'm on the left.
Okay.